All right, so this is the instructional video for your writing pre-assessment. I know that it may not be your class that you're seeing here. That's perfectly okay because the writing pre-assessment actually works for every one of the classes. It's very similar for all of you. We'll be using very similar tools through the first unit with our narrative in doing the writing pre-assessment with the plot graphing organizer, okay? So this is the McLeod Reading Comprehension Test. Don't worry about this one yet. Both of these assessments are ungraded, but they give me an idea of how you write, how you respond to questioning, how you organize your thoughts. Okay, so looking at the writing pre-assessment, it has directions here for you to follow, what you'll be doing over the next 3 days. And you do have 3 days to finish this. Hopefully it's designed to where you're doing it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or if you're a Thursday, Friday B student, then you'll be doing it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'll see you on Thursday and Friday with a new assignment, okay? So looking at this assignment, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is the plot charting graphic organizer. So go ahead and open that up. Even this is part of the assessment because I wanna see if, one, you know how the story plot, notice plot, the story plot, the way that the story moves, I want to see if you remember how to track that. I know that previous teachers have covered this with you. You probably have seen this exact plot graphic organizer before, at least the plot charting before, where you have the exposition to the rising action, up here to the climax, to the falling action, and the resolution. Now, each one of these boxes shows that exactly. This is going to be about your story. Your story is going to be based on something that occurred either this summer or a previous summer that was exciting, that you can write about, that you can talk about. It may not be something that is mind-blowing and people would be jealous of. Maybe it's just the fact that you went fishing with a friend, or that you went on a small trip with family. Maybe it's a trip to the zoo. Maybe it's something that you do every weekend and you just want to talk about it. Okay, so then the setting would be the when and the where and the surroundings. Main characters are part of that exposition. This is when we're finding out about that. I'm not going to go into too much detail because, again, I want to see how much you remember of each of these. Okay. The rising action is usually when they're introducing their conflict. I'm asking you to come up with 3 conflicts through your story. Now, your story doesn't have to be very long with this writing pre-assessment. I'm looking for at least 1 paragraph, no longer than a page and a half, double spaced. So really winds up being about 3/4 of a page to a page single spaced. All right. I want a brief introduction to you, but also understanding how you write and organize your thoughts. So the conflict should be who it involves, what the conflict is. No resolutions here in the rising action because that's not what goes on there. The climax, as you should know, is the main part. I'm sorry, is the highest point of the story. Okay, you need to tell me who is involved, why did it happen, describe how it's presented. So what happens in the story to reveal all of this? Not just simply, hey, this is what happened. How did they set it up? What's the big moment that we see? Okay, I'm not going to go into too much more detail. I have plenty of examples that we'll cover later on. Okay, looking at the falling action, describe how the climax was resolved. Describe how they wrapped up any loose ends with the other conflicts. Okay, how will you transition to a resolution? The resolution being, how did this story end? Right? What was the final resolution? How did the main characters move on? Okay. Again, I'm assessing what you understand about these. That's why I'm keeping it brief. The second part of the assessment is you're then going to take this exact plot that you came up with, and you're going to write your pre-narrative, or I'm sorry, you're going to write a personal narrative. It says students will write at least 1 paragraph detailing a summer experience. They should use the plot charting graphic organizer as their outline. If there are any questions, please ask. Many of you will need to do this over, we'll need to do this over email, okay, as you'll probably be assigned this going home. But you can also ask me in class, okay? The biggest thing for all of you is to understand that I want you to communicate when you have problems, when you have questions. Please, please, please let me know, okay? If you have any questions, again, just ask. Have a good day. Be good people. If not, take it.